Hi, I'm Tabby.
I'm Tristan.
And we are
Loud and Wrong.
Welcome back to another video. At this point, we've probably been doing this for like 3 months by the time this gets uploaded, which is so crazy because this was the most random, unexpected thing for us. We were just chatting like you do with your friends, and then, you know, someone says, we should totally start a podcast, and everyone's like, yeah, and then you never do it.
And then you go separate ways and never talk again. No, we committed.
Yeah, we really committed, which is so crazy because, like, truth be told, we haven't known each other for that long.
No.
We actually have not. So.
But, like, our friendship has just been under, like, rapid, like, growing stages.
Yeah,
because of schoolwork, because of our jobs are very similar, and then we also have the podcast to connect us, and we were just sitting there going, wow, we're really fucking funny. And the people need to know, and we're not going to get arrested.
But yeah, like, we've been speed running friendship at this point, and it's been so much fun. Thank you for all the support. This is like
a dream.
Yeah, it's so random. But anyways, today's video topic is going to be a similar one to we did as our second video. We did Am I the Asshole Reddit thread post readings, and we really had fun with it, reading the different stories and reacting, and it was just so fun giving our opinions on people's situations. So we're going to do it again. We're putting a little twist on it this time. This one's called
Get It Off My Chest.
Yes, r/Get It Off My Chest. And without further ado, let's do Song of the Week, and then we'll do the Reddit post.
Yeah.
Why did I go this way?
Because I'm the main topic. I'm sorry. That's not If you guys know, we talked about, like, albums of the year posted by someone, and one of the albums that they talked about is Alligator Bites Never Heal by Doechii. I fell into that album really hard after it, and I watched her My Tiny Desk performance, which literally changed my life. So my number one song of the week is going to be Boiled Peanuts, because it's just such a good song. I feel like I walk 10 times faster while I'm listening to it. Like, I'm ready to beat a girl up if she, well, not girl. I'm ready to beat someone up if I have to. So that song is a 10 out of 10, and I hope that she wins a Grammy for it, because she deserves it. My second song is Paris by Sabrina Carpenter, because right now it's freezing cold in New York, like to the bone cold. Like, my eyes water when I step outside cold. And this song just makes me think of, like, Paris. Obviously, it's called Paris. But, like, how romantic New York City is if you, like, get out of this cynical point of view of being a New Yorker. You know? You'd be like, oh my God. Like, our view right now is so gorgeous. We never see the sky. So that kind of got me in the mood of, like, okay, I actually really, really like it here. And then my third song of the week is going to be That Boy Is Mine by Brandy and Monica. I really like that song. I know that Ariana Grande came out with her own version, and they had, like, a little cameo in it. I just really like the original. I like Ariana's version too, obviously, but theirs is just, there's something about it. Every time it comes on at work, I'm like, nobody talk to me, nobody mess with me. I'm just in my vibes. I don't have a man, but, you know, they do.
Do they though?
I don't know. Apparently to this song, The Boy Is Mine. It's theirs. I'm not going to argue.
It's both of theirs. They share.
They share. What is your songs of the week?
My first song of the week is French Kisses by ZZ featuring H. I want to say that's how you say it.
H?
I just think the song is so fun, and it's just, like, upbeat. I was listening to it yesterday when I was walking, and it was freezing cold, and it was just so cute. I like the mix of, like, the French lyrics and also the, like, English accents, but then, like, the beat has a bit more of, like, an Eastern feel to it. I really like it. It's just cute, fun, not too serious, and I'm not familiar with people blending French and English in their music, whereas, like, speaking, like, Spanglish in music or, like, Spanish and English is so common all the time. There's, like, a couple of English words or Spanish words. And even, like, these days, like, mixing, say, like, Korean with some English is becoming popular, like, and obviously, like, the K-pop scene. But I wasn't too familiar with the French and English blend. So when I heard this song, I was like, oh, wait, they do that?
They're up to date.
I thought it was so cute, and just... yeah, I just like the song.
The beats are so good, even though their government collapsed.
Ciao. Anyway, so
The next song is Driver's License by Olivia Rodrigo. I'm not gonna lie, this one was giving me looks when I took my screenshot to remember the name, but hear me out. Okay, so when it was first popping in Driver's License, when it took over the world, I was not really there. I was not really in attendance. It was everywhere and I had heard of it and I thought, yeah, that's a good song, but I couldn't take the time to really sit and listen because it was just following me around. I feel like I couldn't escape it, so I revolted by not listening. Recently I went back because I thought it was a fun song to sing. And so I went back and I listened to it with some earbuds in and I was like, wait, the second half of this song is actually cocaine. She's addictive.
Not cocaine.
It's so good. And again, with the lyricism, that coming of age feel and the cute references to the driving. And I just think it's well written, well produced, just a good song. It's just a good song. I like it.
I respect your decisions. I think it's a good song too. It's just I was 16 when that song came out. So I was really in that moment because I literally just got my license. And I was like, I'm right there with you, girl.
Yeah.
Now I'm not. I don't have a car here.
Oh yeah, this song made me miss a car bad.
Mm-hmm.
I miss a car. This weather is making me miss a car. Because my favorite thing was after work, you can start your car from your job window.
Oh, she's bougie.
And then walk to your car. It heats up. You drive home in a warm car, listening to your own music.
Yes.
Just you and the road. And then you get home and you can take your time in your car sitting, using your phone for a second. Or you hit the drive-thru before you get home. And then,
Yes.
I miss a drive-thru so bad.
I miss a drive-thru. A Taco
For
Bell
real.
drive-thru at 2 a.m. Nothing like it.
And then, you take your time and you go walk into your home. Whereas here, I get off work and I have to walk outside to get to public transportation to get home. I have to smell the stinky air.
The stinky people.
I can't blast my music because I gotta be safe. Or I'm walking home and it's freezing cold. I'm irritated. I just want to go. No. I miss a car bad.
Same.
I miss a car so bad. My next song is In My Bag by Flo and Glorilla. This song is so cute. All my songs this week are just cute songs. Songs that are just so good, make me feel happy. This song gives me the same energy as Do It by Chloe and Halle. It's just cute, upbeat. You're getting ready. Everyone's looking good. The message is just what I want to hear. I mean, granted, when I'm getting ready these days, I'm putting on a big old coat and some hats and stuff.
But layers are cute.
Yeah, but as you can see with my songs of the week, I'm trying to make myself feel warmer with the music I'm listening to because it's so cold outside and finals are destroying my life. So this song makes me feel better about all those things.
Yes.
And it's so cute. It's so good. The lyrics are... Love it. The delivery is so good. I've heard that they have good performances, so I want to see a video for it. Love the song. If you hadn't heard it and you want to feel pretty, listen.
So you guys may notice that we're in a different space than usual. We thought we would switch it up on you guys, see what you're feeling. We think that this room has a lot of good lighting that it can offer. And it's all natural for the most part. And my dorm was kind of getting old, I'm not gonna lie. I love my dorm, but we'll be back there soon, trust. So let us know what you guys think about this space. Do we look better? Are we sexier? Is the lighting popping our color? Just let us know. The first one we are going to take a look at the hashtags actually r/true off my chest. My young neighbor's 4-year-old daughter is my husband's affair child. My husband has a 4-year-old daughter with a girl who is 16 years younger and was also our neighbor. This woman lived with her grandma, and they barely made it. Her grandma was taking care of an old lady who died, and she passed the 3-room luxurious flat to her, but they barely can afford to pay the bills. I knew granddaughter had a crush on my husband, but I talked to him about my concerns, and he said it's nothing. Then he ignores it, and if she crosses the line, he will talk to her. We do well financially speaking. My husband buys a lot of old buildings that are deteriorated and then sells them after fixing them up. The young woman, who was 24 at the time, said historical buildings are her passion, and he took her to plenty of the times he was building those buildings. She fell pregnant. We never asked who the father is, but we both agreed to help her with money. They eventually moved and sold the flat. They moved 3 years ago, and I get a phone call last week from the grandma who was crying when heard my voice and told me that the little girl is actually my husband's daughter. They moved somewhere else because my husband actually is acting like a father on his rare visits, and when the girls started talking, they got afraid she will call him daddy. The old woman told me her granddaughter is feeling extremely guilty because I helped her the most but couldn't call me because she is afraid of me. I went to her workplace, and when she saw me, she ran away in the back. She works at a restaurant. All the money I was giving to her for years, she accepted them, even though my husband was also giving her, without my knowledge, 1,500 euros per month, just for the child. I confronted my husband about it yesterday, and he returned from his daily jogging, and he didn't deny it. He said that he had an affair, and the child is his. He did the paternity test. He apologized. I feel so lost, hurt, and betrayed. I always compared myself to the young woman. She was and is extremely beautiful, and my husband is also lean and tall, and I gained weight. I feel like I want to dig a hole and jump in it. I feel like a clown. I mean, I'm not going to blame the victim here because obviously she's the victim. But girl, did you not read in between the lines? Why were you helping this random neighbor who lives in a well-off house? And you guys aren't connected whatsoever. Like, she's fine. She could have, I don't know, had a job or something. And
It seems like she
it's
had
not your
one.
child. I know, but it's not your child. Like, the sign is if you're giving them money, I feel like you have a level of involvement that is past being neighborly. I would never write a check for 1,500 euros to my neighbor.
Well, no, that was the husband doing that in addition
I
to the
know.
help they were giving them.
But, like, what help were they giving her?
That's what I'm saying.
They didn't specify in here. Were you giving her $200 a month, like $20 to cut your grass, or like what?
Exactly. Like, my thing is, was there a service being offered in exchange for the money? Because
Oh, there was definitely
y'all
a
are
service.
adults. Like, oh, there was a service. But my thing is, I'm talking from the woman posting this. You know, as an adult, only so much can be free.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the way I feel is, like, obviously, the husband, terrible person. Granddaughter, terrible person.
Mm-hmm.
The grandmother,
Not
a great person.
Yeah.
Not a great person.
She's not Mother Teresa, okay?
Yeah. And then, of course, OP, the person posting this, idiot. Absolute idiot.
It said in plain
In
text
what?
in front of you that he's cheating on you, and you went, there's a child.
Exactly.
Okay, girl.
Like, okay, what kind of help are you offering them that you just think, like, your family just gets nothing but a thank you in return? They're not some charity case. They have this house that they can sell to downsize and be able to afford their lifestyle. They're living in a nice place. They just can't pick up the bills. And even if you are helping them, I'm like confused. Is there a service being offered, or was it literally you were just giving them money? Like they're just Make-A-Wish. You were just giving them the money.
Give me the dollar.
I'm like, this is fishy from the start. Then your husband going on little escapades with this 20-something-year-old, and he's 40, and he's just casually taking her on trips. Oh, because she just loves the abandoned properties. They're just her favorite thing.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy.
First of all, that's just not appropriate. She's not a kid. If she was like 14, or not even 14, but like, if she was like, maybe she's like 19, she's kind of studying it, then that's cute or whatever. But no, she's like in her mid-20s.
She should have things figured out by now.
Even if she doesn't have it figured out, she knows it's inappropriate to go on little mini adventures with someone's husband. Hanging out with her in private, after she literally admitted, or like not she admitted, but you guys are well aware that she has a crush on you, is crazy. That should have been the first sign that your husband doesn't respect you.
Yeah. I guess my analysis of the situation is the girl, the OP, she's kind of stupid, but I feel bad for her, obviously.
Yeah.
The 24-year-old girl is a villain. I'm not completely convinced she knew 100% what she was doing, but she had some sense of, like, I'm going to get this man.
Bro.
And then the husband is straight up evil and should not be allowed to be in the presence of women. And then the grandma is an enabler.
You don't think a 24-year-old knew what she was doing? We just turned 20.
I think
and we know that you're not supposed to go hang out with someone else's husband and sleep with them and get pregnant with their kid. She's not a victim. Girl,
no, I don't think she's a victim. I think she's stupid.
I don't think she's stupid. I think she's smart. They've been paying her bills. Of course she's going to get extremely close with them, and then she's going to trap him with a baby, because she knows they got money and they're willing to spend it.
When I envision this girl...
She's a player.
Yeah, when I envision this girl, I envision like a horrible spray tan. She always wears white skirts, flip-flops with everything, and her eyebrows are blocky.
Yikes!
So people in Florida.
Oh, help! Randomly drag the Florida viewers. But also, I think the original poster was right.
Yeah.
I think she was 100% right. She should feel like a clown. She is one.
She is
definitely
the clown.
But one thing I do want to address is the part where she's like, oh, the girl's so pretty and my husband's lean and I gained weight. Don't do that to yourself.
For real.
It's not about that. Because at the end of the day, if he really felt that way, y'all clearly have money. He could have bought you a tummy tuck. He could have got you that Planet Fitness membership and a personal trainer. He could have broken up with you, but he chose not to. So clearly, he wanted to keep you around, and that wasn't the problem. The problem is that he don't respect you, and he's kind of weird. Not kind of weird, he is weird.
He is a freak.
He's a freak.
He's such a freak. Anyway, that's our analysis of that situation. Mm-hmm. You're all stupid.
This next one is, so touch-starved, I'm almost dead. I've had to get some jewelry changed out. I've known this guy for 15 plus years, always professional, etc. All he did was move my hair to behind my ear. That's it. That was more affection than I can remember in the past year for my 10-year relationship. So easy, no hesitation, no awkwardness. I had to stop myself from touching my significant other over the years. He would physically remove my hand from his thigh if I put my hands on him. Maybe it was the simple act that made me realize not everyone thinks I'm a leper. How sad.
What are you talking about, bro?
Maybe this is homegirl from the last one, and this was how
she's spiraling.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Maybe her husband was treating her like this, and I don't know where she gets cheated on. Like they kind of sound similar. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they do sound similar.
Missing all the signs of someone that doesn't respect or like you.
I really like the title line. So touch deprived, I'm almost dead. Girl, what the frig? You literally can go on Tinder in 5 seconds. But whatever. No, I don't really know how to react to the situation. I mean, she said it all. How sad. But you know, there's a loneliness epidemic here in New York, and I'm sure it's everywhere else. So, you know, go get an easy lay.
My thing is like, I don't understand why people do this to themselves. If there's something you want out of a relationship and you know like the partner you're with isn't able to give that to you, maybe you should consider this thing called compatibility. Oh. And the fact that you don't have it.
Look at your astrological chart, okay? Look at the astrological chart, see if you're compatible, and then you can just use your words. Just use your words. I'm so sick and tired of people being like, you should know what I'm thinking based on my social cues. I overthink every social cue. You know, I feel like most people do. So no, I'm not going to pick up on your social cue. I need you to say, I do not want to be touched.
And I was going to say this generation has this issue, but it's not just this generation. When it comes to love, people throw the concept of compatibility out the window. They think, oh, well, I'm attracted to this person and this person's attracted to me and we're both looking for love, so we should just be together, and if it doesn't work, we should just try to force it to work. No, like compatibility is literally everything. Why are you staying with him if he literally won't even let you touch him? And that's obviously something that bothers you, and it's giving, maybe you're not meant to be together.
Yeah. You know what I like? This reminds me that I actually admire about the queer community is the ability to walk away from a relationship and not let it change your interactions with a person. So like being friends with your ex-lover, everybody's okay with that. Most people are okay with that in the queer community because it's like, you know what? It didn't work out. Anyway, next. You know, like people want to date, but like sometimes you're just not going to like the person. You don't like the way they eat. You don't like this irritates you. Like
they eat.
I don't like the way people eat.
What the?
You like XYZ, whatever reason is, they can move on and be like, well, you know, that was fun while it lasted. I feel like straight people are like, no, come back. I love you.
Exactly.
I'm
like it's
move
desperate.
On.
Like, what is going on? I feel like people forget the point of dating isn't that you have to stick with the first person you find. Mm-hmm. You can look around.
It's a shopping. It's a shopping opportunity. Sometimes you like grapes. Sometimes you like cotton candy grapes.
Like the pickier the better, because then you end up like this. 10 years into a relationship and you're so sick of him, you're complaining on Reddit because your jeweler touched your ear.
Also, this reminds me of the gay guy that was like, let me get in a relationship with this girl. Like, you people are just confused.
Like, what is happening?
What's happening to people just lying to themselves?
Exactly.
Get help.
Guys, don't lie to yourselves. You'll end up like this.
Don't lie to yourself or your partner. That's the moral of the story, okay? So this next one is called I'm Tired of Being the Bonus Friend. 25 female, I'm just sick of tired of being the bonus friend. My entire life, I've never been a core member of any friend group. I'm not sure if I'm annoying or boring or whatever, but somehow I'm always on the outskirts. I get cut out of every inside joke. I get the, you can come too if you want, bullshit invites. spoken over frequently, or completely disregarded altogether. It's been like this through high school, college, and now adulthood. I just feel like I'm constantly the unwanted, unnecessary bonus friend, and it sucks. For context, I'm a stripper and have 3 other girls in the friend group. I make more money than all 3 girls, and I feel like they just keep me dangling on the edge of the friend group because I make great money and have great customers, which sometimes benefits them. If they ever have a chance to help me make money or work/connect me with a customer, they've never chosen me, but will pick each other or a different random dancer. They'll all say that they're walking out of work with me, and then I'll stay behind and continue chatting while I walk out alone. They have inside jokes and whisper to each other/share photos on the phone, but only to each other directly in front of my face. Last night, one of the girls literally held her hand up to my face and started talking, doing the shut up, stop talking gesture in response to a question she had asked the entire friend group. She tried to laugh it off, but then a few minutes later said, "Everyone answer except my dancer's name," when she asked a different question. I've been around long enough to know some of this behavior usually stems from jealousy and insecurity from friends, but it really sucks because I never returned that type of energy back to them. I've been left out of disregard in friend groups my whole life, and I never do that to a person. I am also usually the butt of the joke, which I do find funny occasionally, but it definitely becomes excessive at a certain point. I'm the only one in the friend group with a normal background compared to everyone else. College educated, great family, no criminal record. Maybe I'm just in my own head and feel insecure myself. I just really want to be a part of a friend group or feel like I belong for the first time in my entire life.
Before we move on, in our screenshot, there's one comment that is the only one we can see in the screenshot, and I think they make a great point. They said, "Good thing about life is you can choose your friends. Why would you stay with people who are not appreciative of your presence? Also, if you work at the same workplace, there might be competition and jealousy. Start new and look for new friends. There are so many great people out there." Aww. I think that's such a nice comment.
Well, their tagline is a jar of happiness, so I think it's a great comment too. Something that like this reminds me of is my mom. She always says that when I would feel lonely in high school or even now in college, like she's like, I went through my entire 50-something years on this earth and I have 3 or 4 friends, and that's all I ever need. Because you're going to have terrible friends, and it's okay to leave those toxic relationships behind. Because at the end of the day, if it's not benefiting you and you're not benefiting them, why are you there? Are you just there for simple human interaction? You have to love yourself before you can love someone else. Can I get an amen?
Amen. Preach.
In the name of the RuPaul house.
I think, and I say this as someone who has always had a lot of friends, relatively speaking, compared to like what's a lot, or at least I've always had a lot of quality friends. I feel like all my connections are very genuine, and I've never really had trouble making friends. So, expert opinion here. And I've had people say this same sentiment of not feeling appreciated and always feeling second best. And I think it is rooted in what you say about self-love. And I think when people hear that, they miscalculate and they think, oh, so if I'm a good person, then I deserve to have a whole bunch of friends. That's not the point. The point is, when you love yourself, first of all, people are going to be attracted to that energy. Mm-hmm. When you know yourself, you're going to know what you need from a friendship. You'll learn to appreciate the other people that are in your life that would make great friends. Mm-hmm. And you'll know when not to stand for treatment like this. Yeah. The issue is that very obviously, these people do not want to be her friend. They literally don't. They don't like her. They said, don't give us your opinion. They exclude her from everything. They're just using her for money. And she sounds like she knows that. She's not complaining because she don't got any friends. She's complaining because the people that she wants to be friends with don't want to be friends with her. That's her first mistake. If she liked herself, she would only want to be friends with people that want her around. Yeah. And I think that's a huge part of it. She's talking about I make so much money, as if that's an accomplishment. Yeah. Is that supposed to mean something in a friendship? She's talking about I have never been to jail and I've college educated. You're a stripper nonetheless, so pipe down. But also, it sounds like she thinks that that's supposed to add to her value as a person and therefore add to her value as a friend. Okay, the rest of them are all educated, great family, no criminal history. And guess what? They like each other more than you. So you thought you ate bringing that up? Clearly that doesn't matter. It hasn't got you anywhere.
Yeah, she's just bringing up her privileges as a means of it. Like, making her more valuable as a friend.
Exactly.
But those people, and the way she talks about it is she's saying that they don't have a great family. They aren't college educated. They're not, They do have a criminal history. Like, that deteriorates their value as a person. And I think that's your first problem. You are obviously coming from somewhere of jealousy because obviously you're jealous that they have a good friend group, but they're probably connecting on the things that you feel you're better than them in.
Exactly. She keeps bringing up money. See, I get all these clients and they never help me make more money. And you know what? I think that's the problem. And this definitely is coming from a place of insecurity because anyone that knows their self-worth truly would not equate monetary value and status and education to being a good person in any means. Because maybe your family could die tonight. She couldn't say not one nice thing about herself other than that people don't want her around. Baby, look within. Do you even want to be friends with you?
That's a great question.
Because you sound very boring. You couldn't say nothing.
Other than the fact that you said that you're a stripper, if I read this without any stripper information, I would think you work a 9 to 5 at a bank.
Exactly.
You're like, I'm making the money. Capitalism works for me. Keep those oppressed.
Like you want these girls to like you and think you're cool so bad. It's not about friends. You can find friends that want the lifestyle you want. You specifically want these girls to like you. And that is definitely rooted in insecurity.
Yeah. Period. Get help. All these people need help. Hey, hope you get the help you need. XOXO. Tabby interesting.
This next one is I can't help myself. For the past 5 years, my friend and I have lived only 20 minutes apart. Now that I pick up my child's meds in the town he lives in, I can't help myself driving by his house and yelling out the window for him to fuck himself as I drive by. Will he hear it? Maybe yes. Maybe no. Fuck you, Chandler.
Thank God somebody that's not the bad guy. I admire.
This is so funny.
Is this Joey? Hey, Joey. No, I don't know. I think it's so funny. I mean, I do the same thing. Not the same thing. I do a similar thing. Because in my town, you know people's cars. You like memorize the features of their cars. And so one of my best friends, every time I see him, I go, "You can't drive." Because
I love that.
We used to work out together. And one morning he called me. It was 4 a.m. and he was like, "I can't work out anymore." I said, "Why?" He was like, "I just hit a parked car." And I went, "Oh."
No.
So that's why I say that. But he sees the humor in life. I'm sure he's a good friend.
I just think it's funny. Just like a little joke between friends. Not hurting anyone, just cute. And they sound a little older considering they have kids. So it's nice that they're like still keeping that like youthful, joyful fun.
Yeah, I do want to read the comment under this one. Late night chalk extravaganza. The street out front. Fuck you, Chandler, you schmuck. And I think that's fun. And you know what? That's poetic in a way.
Poetic.
They obviously love themselves and they're able to love others. Mm-hmm. Unlike that one hoe.
Okay.
For real. I'm still not over her not bringing up a single personality trait.
She went, "I'm just better."
Imagine, I'm annoying and I lie all the time, but why does nobody else want to be...
Why is nobody attracted to my friendship style?
Like, girl. This next one is, my husband masturbated to thoughts of my friends. Rated R, guys. I just found out that my husband masturbated to thoughts of having sex with some of my friends. He won't tell me which friends, and that leads me to believe that it's people I was or am still very close to. It hurts. I feel like I could rationalize it better if it was strangers, but the fact that it was my friend, that hurts. It sent me into a spiral of negative thoughts and emotions. It apparently happened a few years ago, but still, how do I know that's the truth? I'm so hurt, and I don't want to talk about this with any of my friends, especially since I don't know if I'd be talking to the friend he pictured. I'm the type of person that has to talk things out as I process it, so it makes that process even harder. Makes me feel alone in my hurt. He said he never had thoughts of pursuing anything with any of them, but that it was more of a passing thought or idea. He's willing to go to counseling to discuss this and tell me all the details I want to know, but he won't tell me anything past what he said outside of a counselor's office, which makes me spiral even more. I know that next time I see any of my friends, I'm going to wonder what do they have that I don't, that turned my husband on so much that he had to masturbate to them. Was he looking up their pictures and using those too? I'm so heartbroken right now. It hurts so bad. Oh, poor bro.
I think the broader issue is that sex don't mean a thing to man.
Oh, poop.
It's just an action, you know? So I think that he's failing to see why it is so impactful to her, and that's why he's not like giving away all the information, because he's like, it don't matter anyway, you know? I think that she's just in her feelings, and I feel very sorry for her. I wonder how long they've been together. I mean, it's her husband. Not that years matter or anything like that, but I'm just curious. And I hope that it doesn't affect any of her friendships. I want to say that. I hope that if at some point through therapy, he tells her like who it is, and it's like her best friend, Abigail. I hope Abigail isn't ousted because she's sexier than you.
Too sexy for this world. Too sexy for this friendship.
friendship.
Bye.
I'm too sexy for my shirt.
I think have felt like it was that deep. I also agree. I wonder how long they have been together, because maybe it was before they were married, and it might have been in the like just the seeds of their relationship. So he wasn't sure if it was even gonna be that deep to begin with. If it was like they were already married at that point, then bruh. But you know, like if they'd only been dating for like 6 months at the time, then maybe he didn't see that.
Yeah.
And also it depends. Like, was he like looking stuff up, or is he saying that like they like came up as a thought?
Yeah, he's just in his mind,
Yeah,
and it's
like-
her face, and he's like, "Ah, shit, man."
Yeah. It does sound like he's been accountable.
Yeah.
He said he was willing to go to therapy.
Which is a shock.
Yeah. And I think honestly, as much as it might be like, well, why won't he tell her? Well, I think it kind of makes sense that he does want to tell her, because he doesn't want to upset her more. And also make it awkward for her and her friends. He's done enough damage.
Why do more?
Yeah. What difference does it make if he tells her? Because clearly it's not going to give her peace of mind. She's going to be thinking about it. She's going to want to talk to the friend. Then what is going to happen? Is it awkward between him and the friend now? Like, what does he have to go apologize to them?
Friendship,
when they
marriage
didn't
gone.
even know? Like,
Over a vision.
I'm very in between on the whole, like, does he tell her? Does he not? Because I can honestly see both.
Yeah, I don't think
do
he
you
tells
think?
her if he's smart. If he knows what's good for him in the marriage, he won't tell her.
Yeah.
That's
Or I think, honestly, not now.
not now.
Not now.
If it was a
Like-
thought passing by while you were doing the dirty, I don't think he tells her. If you're actively looking up people's like Instagram profile, or like say a friend has an OnlyFans, that's a problem. Then you tell her. But if it's like a passing thought, keep your mouth shut. It's only gonna hurt her more, and there's no point of it because it's nothing of substance.
Yeah.
Period.
Go get her some flowers and tell her
Take her
she's
to a
beautiful.
dinner.
Yeah.
Buy her a bracelet. I'm not
And
saying
shut
all
your
girls
mouth, because why'd you even bring it up in the first place?
like. Shut your dirty mouth.
Because this could have been avoided if he just didn't say that. Why
For
would he,
real.
In what context did he casually accident? That's how you know he doesn't think it's a problem. Because what the heck? Why did he say that?
For real.
I feel so bad for her. Because what do you do? Like, obviously, she loves him. That's her husband.
Yeah.
And it's not her friend's fault, but I can see why she's like in this, wait,
What's happening?
why wasn't it me? Like,
Girl.
why would he say that?
Dumb men.
For real.
So the next one is simply labeled "I'm cooked," period. So to start, I'm 20-year-old female, still living with my parents. I live in Asia, so it's considered normal. And I think I'm cooked. My parents are financially struggling right now, and we live in a 6-person household. We also have multiple pets, 6 cats and 7 dogs. I want to find a job to support them, but I'm still a senior in high school. I dropped out of high school due to severe bullying from other students and teachers. So now I attend high school online. I'm also bilingual, as I can both speak my native language and English. Sorry for the grammar mistakes. My parents, my mother specifically, also won't let me have my own bank account. Everything I ask about, she'll say, "Your time will come, don't worry about it." I'm not the particularly skillful with anything, and I have very bad social anxiety. So yeah, pretty sure I'm cooked. Hee hee hee.
I don't know like how personal I want to get on here, but growing up I wanted to get a job because I was aware of my family's financial situation, and I hated, even to this day, I hate asking my family for money because like
Yeah.
growing up, like I knew we didn't have it. So I was like, I want to get a job, and I was in the same situation. My mom was always like, no, like you don't have to, don't worry about it. Like I'm gonna soldier that. I'm gonna shoulder that. You know, how does the saying go?
I'll put it on my shoulders.
I don't know.
I
I'll
don't
carry
know,
that
something
weight.
English
Yeah,
like.
like I'll carry that weight and stuff like that. And I know this feeling of like, oh my God, just let me help you. Or even if you won't let me help you, let me make myself someone you don't have to worry about.
Yeah,
I understand that feeling, and it's just like,
it's an awful feeling.
yeah, when you just want to help, especially when you feel like you can. You have the time to do it. And honestly, what I ended up having to do, because I wasn't allowed to get a job. I was saying I wasn't allowed to get a job. She didn't want me to feel like I have to worry about that.
Right.
So I just got one anyways.
Period.
She coped. So
She figured it out.
So honestly, like as much as it's like, well, you don't want to upset them and you don't want to offend them, but you just want to help everybody, yourself and them, and just everyone live more comfortably. You might just have to go do it, girl.
Yeah.
You might just have to go do it.
Yeah. I
You're
think
20. You can go make one behind her back.
Yeah. What I think is that maybe something that I did a paper on this. I think that she could do something in the gig economy because it's freelance work, so you don't really have to like exclude yourself from the family. You don't really have to take time away from anything. You don't have to go to a social environment of a workplace. So I know that you said you're not particularly skillful at anything. However, even if there's something like you're semi good at, like upcycling clothes, or like my friend makes these cute little frogs on Etsy and sells them for not a lot of money, but she makes money doing it. Or even like, I'm not really sure how things are set up in Asia. I've never been, but like doing something like that might be a good compromise for you because you want to be involved. You want to help your parents. Like I relate to Tabby. It's really awkward and uncomfortable accepting help, especially from your family who you know are struggling. Like I remember this time my family and we went to like a church, and I don't really do religion, and we were accepting help, and I literally started crying. And the guy was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, sir." But you know, like it's just awkward. I don't know why it's so awkward for everybody. Not everybody, for people to accept help when they need it, but realize that you are cooking. You're not cooked.
Yeah.
You're getting into it, and like you said, it's considered normal to live with your parents at your age. So just let it be. Find out what you like. Use this time to find out what you love and make money off of it.
Or you don't even have to love it. Go walk a dog.
And I thought your grammar was perfect because I also am not good
Yeah,
at
you ate that. Or even using your translating abilities.
Mm-hmm.
You could do any translating.
You could do voice.
You could do
babysitting, voice acting.
Tutoring.
Because I know that like for voice actors, they look for people that can like switch in between languages for certain like things. So you could definitely submit some tapes of that of you get your voices intact.
And if anyone's in a similar situation, the whole bank account thing, it's 2024. She don't have to know you got a Cash App, and you can get direct deposit to your Cash App and other services like that.
But she doesn't have a bank.
No, you can use Cash App like as your bank. When you apply for the job, there's account number, routing number. You can do that.
I didn't know
There's
that.
multiple. That's not the only one. There's like Step. There's
You could also just use Apple Pay.
Chime. You can. Oh, but she won't have a routing number for when she gets paid.
Oh, but
But
if you do the gig economy thing, people can just Apple Pay.
And you can do cash under the table. Like they don't gotta know you got that bank account.
That's a huge thing in America. My dad was paid under the table for so many years because he didn't want to pay child support.
What? I don't think that's what we're talking about. But
Hey, I had to drop lore somewhere.
you had to outlore me.
I'm sorry.
You're like, you can't be the only one.
You can't be the only struggling bitch. No, but hopefully figure it out. I think that you're doing what you can right now, and going back to high school online is definitely a really good first step.
Yes, because that'll help you.
Yeah.
I'm sure they feel glad that you're still in school.
You want to do
and
something.
pursuing. Yeah.
Because there are plenty of people that don't want to.
Trust. There are plenty of people that would just love to sit on their butt all day while everyone else fights for their lives to keep the place afloat.
For real.
Trust.
Well.
So, good for you.
Merry Christmas. Okay.
So that was our last one that we had. We hope you guys enjoyed. We hope the topics weren't too like
Depresso espresso.
yeah. Do you guys prefer this type of content, or do you prefer like the Am I the Asshole? What do you think about us sticking to shorter stories and doing more of them?
Do you just like us yapping?
Yeah. Or do you prefer the longer ones that have like multiple parts? But
Yeah.
Again, let us know if you prefer the pause to read or if you prefer us reading.
We need to know.
Because we need to know. We need to know.
We're doing overtime.
Yeah.
And I'm happy to do it for you guys. But like, if you'd rather just read it yourself, you have to let me know. Because obviously I can't read consistently.
Real.
Anyway.
My name's Tabby.
My name's Tristan.
And this was
Loud and Wrong.
Bye.
Slay! Slay!
Okay, but like, hold up. Wait a second. Fit check. Oh.
Don't get that in the fit chat. I'm just here.
Oh.
You fall, I'm not catching you.
Oh. So cute. Outfit too cute. Anyways, we're gonna have to cut all this shit out because we're so fucking confused.
We're so confused. You know.
You missed it. They were walking by, and why do I think they just put on pants. I can't tell if it's a girl or a guy. But they looked like they weren't wearing a shirt. I think it's a guy. Not in the bedroom, in the kitchen. Like, what the fuck? They're right there, too. Fuck. What are they getting? I want to see.
See?
What are we doing? I mean, maybe they're just
Who
folding
we
something,
fucking?
maybe they're just folding something, but it looked like they were like walked in and like then put on some sort of sweatpants.
Yeah.
But anyways, they have an aesthetically pleasing apartment.
Okay. What are your takes? That's a huge thing in America. My
Yeah.
dad was paid under the table for so many years because he didn't want to pay child support.
What? I don't think that's what we're talking about. But
Hey, I had to drop lore somewhere.
you had to outlore me.
I'm sorry.
You're like, you can't be the only one.
You can't be the only struggling bitch. Well,
So, good for you.
Merry Christmas. Okay,
My name's Tabby,
my name's Tristan.
and this was
Loud
Loud
and
and Wrong.
Wrong.
Bye. Oh wait, fuck. Oh, let's do that.